been a while since my last PSA submission, but they finally got a bunch of cards back to me, an 81 card submission with a motherload of Gem Mint 10s. A lot of these cards are going to be my inventory for Collecticon Chicago, so if any of these cards interest you, hopefully you found me at Collecticon Chicago and purchased a few, otherwise they will be up on my eBay here shortly. Please excuse the interruption, but did you know that you're missing about an hour's worth of content every week by not being a member of this channel? I just started a Let's Play series called Member Mondays where I take a look at a new game every week. There's only a couple episodes out right now, but I'm trying to take a look at a ton of games that I've never played before. So far, it's been a ton of fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it if you choose to become a member today. First set of cards I have to show you guys are some awesome Rayquaza cards. So we got this Rayquaza VMAX from VMAX Climax. I love this card. Beautiful artwork. Rayquaza, super popular Pokemon. Love that the trainer's in the artwork with the Pokemon. Kind of feel like every trainer card should have a Pokemon included in it. Seems like it should be a prerequisite given this is a Pokemon TCG and not trainer TCG. I'm not a huge fan of just the regular supporter full art trainers, but I really like what they did with the trainer galleries. This card is beautiful, and it got a PSA 10. And then next up we got the hyper rare. So we got two of the rainbow rare Rayquaza VMAX, and they both got PSA 10. So lucky me, absolutely beautiful cards, love them. Next up, and just in time for Halloween, we've got a couple of beautiful Gengar cards. So these are Gengar full art hyper rare tag team cards from Tag Bolt. The first one is the rainbow rare card. This one got the PSA 10 with Gengar and Mimikyu, and then we also got the full art from Tag Bolt. This one also got the PSA 10. I really like these cards. Two extremely popular Pokemon. The tag team cards, in my opinion, they're awesome and they do very well, and hopefully we see some tag teams here in the future with these crazy announcements that keep coming out about future sets in the Scarlet and Violet era. Next up, we have a stack of Evolution full art cards from Eevee Heroes. So Eevee Heroes, obviously a crazy set that includes the Moonbreon and all those beautiful alternate art cards, but I feel like maybe people are sleeping a little bit on the full art. So I grabbed a lot of the full arts here recently. Unfortunately, the Jolteon only got a 9, but the rest of the cards, I believe, got us 10. So we got the Glaceon from Eevee Heroes. We've got the Espeon from Eevee Heroes. I love these full arts. Not only do they do such a great job of matching the Pokemon like with the background, either a very nice complementary background or a background that has a really kind of jarring different color that makes the Pokemon stand out. Whoops. But as you can see, most of these cards also just have beautiful textures on them as well. So I thought I would pick them up. I think I got them for under 10 bucks a piece, and they don't go for much. They go for 35, 40 bucks maybe. So there's not a lot of margin there, but there's just enough, especially with evolutions, that I wanted to pick some up. We've got another Vaporeon. Both of them were PSA 10s. And then we have the Sylveon in a 10. That's a beautiful card. And I grabbed a few Umbreon V full arts from Eevee Heroes. We've got 1, 2, and 3 PSA 10s. We'll wrap up the evolution section with a few more Umbreons. So I did get a PSA 9, unfortunately, on this Umbreon V from VMAX Climax. Really beautiful card, though. I love that Karen is on there. One of my favorite cards is the Karen's Umbreon from Versus series. So I'm glad that they brought back Karen as being like the Umbreon trainer again. Nice little callback. So we got the V in a 9, but we got the VMAX in a 10. So pretty happy about that. Really like this card. And Umbreon, obviously, super popular Pokemon. Last but not least, we did grab a couple of the VMAX Hyper Rare Rainbows from Eevee Heroes, and both of them got the PSA 10s. Next up is a pretty big stack of Lugia cards. So this is the first ever break card that I've purchased to sell. Some people like them, some people don't. I'm personally not a huge fan of break cards, but it's Lugia. Lugia is a super popular Pokemon, and there are those people out there that do really like the break cards. This is my first ever break card that I'm selling, and it is a PSA 10 Lugia break. Next up, I was pretty disappointed with this grade. There's a really nice swirl coming off the forehead here of Lugia. I don't know why it got a 6 though. It's actually crazy to me. I'm gonna have to crack this out possibly before the upcoming Chicago show just to see if I can figure out what they saw, but I tried to take a second look at it. I didn't see anything egregious. Next up, we've got 2 of the 10th movie commemoration promos, and lucky enough for me, they both got PSA 10. So just an absolutely beautiful Japanese exclusive Lugia card that both got PSA 10. Is this Fukuda? It is Fukuda. So Fukuda is the illustrator that did all the gold stars, which is why this almost feels kind of gold starry. He did another Alligator in Golden Sky Silvery Ocean that feels a little bit like a gold star. So yeah, I really like the artworks, and they both got 10, so beautiful cards. Next up, I did send 2 of these full art Lugia GXs. Unfortunately, one of them did get the 9, not 100% sure why, but the other one did thankfully get the 10. The rainbow of this Lugia is pretty expensive. So if you're looking for a beautiful alternative with a very cool texture, you can pick up the full art Lugia GX from the same set. Getting even more modern with the Lugia stack, we have some of these Lugia V full arts from Paradigm Trigger. So I picked up a few of these, I think under 10 bucks. So we've got 1 in a 10, we've got 2 in a 10, we've got 3 in a 10, and then we move on to the Paradigm Trigger Hyper Rare, which is a rainbow. So we got 3 of these full arts in a 10. We've got the Hyper Rare Lugia V Star Rainbow. This one got the 10. Let's see if I got any more of these. I know we got some gold cards. Okay, we got one more that got the 10. And then we're jumping into the gold cards from Paradigm Trigger. So I just bought a bunch of these because it's Lugia. Lugia is super popular, one of probably the most popular legendary Pokemon. So they're pretty easy to sell either at shows or on eBay. And a lot of these in PSA 10, again, maybe 40, 50 bucks, like not anything crazy. It's all a math game. If you can get them at the right price, if you can grade them at the right price, if you can sell them at the right price, you're still gonna make a little bit of money. We might have 5 of these, I'm not sure. We've got 10, we've got another 10, we've got another 10, and we've got another 10, and we got a 6. What the heck? I didn't know that we got a 6 on one of these. That's a surprise. There might be a bend on that bottom right there. You see it kind of where the light breaks, like right down in there. Next up, I've still been grabbing a lot of these 25th anniversary cards that came out in Japan. So I grabbed some of the Pikachu recently, and a lot of these cards I'm buying with a 20% off coupon. So if you guys are on Buy and you're looking at the prices and you're like, man, I can't make any money off of that, pay attention to the coupons, because a lot of times there's 18% off coupons, there's 20% off coupons, there's 15% off coupons, and that gives you a lot more wiggle room to buy certain cards at certain prices. And I bought a lot of these 25th anniversary Pikachu. So we got 1, we've got 2, I think they all got 10s, we've got 3, we've got 4, and we've got 5, and they all got PSA 10. Continuing with the 25th anniversary cards, we picked up some of the Venusaur as well. So let's see, we've got 1 10, we've got 2 10s, got 3 10s, and then we're jumping into the special art rare from Pokemon 151. So I picked up a few of these. I picked up a couple of the Blastoise. I picked up some of the Charizard. Venusaur is probably my least favorite of the original trio, so this particular card doesn't really speak to me all that much. I love all the detail and everything. The artwork's fantastic, obviously, but I'm not a big Venusaur fan in general. This card's very beautiful, though. We did get 1 10, and we got 2 10s, so that's good. Blastoise time. So we grabbed a bunch of the 25th anniversary Blastoise. Same reason as the Venusaur. Really unique card. Got them on a coupon. Pretty easy to sell. People are still buying these 25th anniversary cards. So we got a bunch of 10s. I think we got all 10s. I went through them kind of quickly. Yes, we got all 10s. We got 4 10s of those. And then unfortunately, our 151 SAR Blastoise got a 9. Another card that I looked at, God, look at that texture. Oh my god, it just blows me away every time I look at it. All right, we got some Mews coming up next. We've got the special art rare from 151 Mew. Now, a buddy of mine was actually buying a ridiculous amount of Mews at the same time that I was buying Mews. So I didn't actually get a ton of them, but he got a ridiculous amount. So he was on the ball with these cards. I was not on the ball with these cards apparently, but I did get a few. This one got the PSA 10, thankfully, and then I got 2 of the Bubble Mew, and both of these also got the PSA 10. 2 Mews, 2 beautiful cards. Very different artworks, but both amazing. A lot of people really love this Bubble Mew. The artwork is just super unique, and it's just a beautiful little shiny Mew, and it's awesome. I don't know. It's awesome. A lot of people ask about it at shows. A lot of people really like that Mew. Naturally, coming after Mew, we've got to have some Mewtwo cards. We got this one from Moonlit Pursuit. I thought this card was so clean. I thought I finally had a PSA 10 contender for this Mewtwo card, and unfortunately, it came back at 9. Next up, I found this lot recently of some Mega Mewtwo cards, and these are cheap. PSA 10s are probably 40, 50 bucks again, but I got these cards for maybe $4 or $5 a piece, and they were just really clean looking Mega cards, and with the potential for Megas coming back with this X to Z or whatever, A to Z Pokemon game that seems to be set in the same era as when Megas released. I don't know. I think there might be some potential for Megas in the next, year or two. We've got this Vanishing Strike Mewtwo EX Mega. We've got this Psychic Infinity one. Really nice. We've got 2 of those actually. This one got the 9, but we did get a 10 in both the other ones. And then we got a 10 in this Red Flash Mewtwo EX. This is just a regular EX. This isn't the Mega. And I think we got 2 of these. Yeah, so both of these got 10. So only 1 PSA 9 there. The rest of them got 10. Let's hop into the modern era of Mewtwo. We've got a couple cards here. So I've been buying these off and on. You can find them really cheap, and they sell for, 40, 50 bucks. Like, seems to be a lot of modern PSA 10, especially in the Sword and Shield era, that go for about that $40, $50 range. Mewtwo V-Star Rainbow, beautiful card. Really like this one a lot. And next to it, of course, just like with Lugia, we had to grab one of the gold cards as well. So both got the PSA 10, both great looking hyper rare cards. And of course, to finish this video off, we've got to show off some Charizards. Let's go over the full arts. We did get some Starbirth full arts back. This one got the 9, unfortunately, but we did get a 10 as well. Oh boy, let's not drop another card. We've got the Charizard EX from Pokemon 151, and I think the rest of this stack is full arts, and if I remember it correctly, I think we did pretty well. Looking like a lot of 10s. Yes, we've got all 10s on these full art Charizards from 151. Next is Pokekune Charizard, just kind of snuck in with all these modern cards. So I just really like this card. I pick it up whenever I can. It's got such a great texture across the front. One of these I'm gonna have to finally just keep because I just really like the card that much. And this card's price just keeps coming down. I mean, I think it's in like the 70s to 80s right now. And when I first started buying and selling these were in like maybe the mid hundreds, like 120 to 150, and they just keep making their way down. There's a lot of these graded. It's an uncommon, so I think it was pulled a lot, but it's just so unique. Next up, we have some more modern Charizard. So I sent in a bunch of these Shiny Treasure EX. I was trying to think. Shiny Star V? No, Shiny Treasure EX. Charizard EXs. So these are just the full art shiny versions. We've got 1, 2, 3, and then we have the non-shiny version. So I think this, I don't remember, the Obsidian Flames, Ruler of the Black Flame, I think is what it's called. We got one of the regular full art, so you can see the difference between the regular full art and the shiny. We got one of those, and then we hop into the gold card. So this again, Ruler of the Black Flame, a couple of gold cards here, Charizard EX, full art golds, 2 of them. All of this stack was PSA 10. Last but not least, you're probably like, where are all the heavy hitters? Well, I did say that we bought a lot of the special art rare Charizard from Pokemon 151, Japanese 151, and we did. We've got a bunch of them, and I think they all got 10. So we've got 110, we've got 210, we've got 310, we've got 410, we've got 510, and then we're moving into the special art rare from Shiny Treasure EX. I only got a couple of these. There was only a couple kind of in my price range that I wanted to go for this specific card. I think a lot of people are picking up this card because it does have a lot of that margin on it, especially with a coupon. So I got a couple of these, and luckily I think they both got PSA 10. So 2 more PSA 10 special art rares from Shiny Treasure EX. Well, that's it, guys. Massive 81 card PSA return, and we got 72 PSA 10s. Absolutely insane. What a ratio. I just sent out a ton more cards, like 300 cards, half of which went to PSA, and then 50 went to CGC and 50 went to BGS to try and get some black labels. So that should be interesting. In a month or two, we're going to be getting a ton more graded cards back. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.